Tell me his name again.
My flow's on destructo disc. Too afraid to cuff a bitch. These boys on that sucker shit. Bitch, your price enough shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sir Splash, and today I have decided to go ahead and do a flat-out war between some of the two best movie franchises. On one end of the battle is Marvel, and I picked 10 Avengers who have been, selected to rep their universe. On the other side, 10 of the most prominent Jedi throughout the Star Wars movie timeline have been ranked and tasked with facing these Avengers. Now, for time's sake, this will be a 3-part series. Part 1 will be the bottom 5 of each side facing off with survivors moving on. Part 2 will be the top 5 of each team facing off. And Part 3 will be for any survivors from both of those rounds to move on and battle it out. So if they make it past their initial one-on-one confrontation, they move on to the finale. Now also, details on each character will be kept at a minimum in order to make each video decent in length of time. So let's go ahead and get into part 1. Now, the first matchup will be between Plo Koon and Vision. I will break both down quickly and determine who moves on to the finale. Now, Plo Koon. He is a Jedi Master from Keldor, and Plo Koon served as a key general during the Clone Wars, as well as he sat on the Jedi Council. A large humanoid, Plo was powerful, physically overwhelming most foes, and really, his only physical setback was his breathing mask. He was fast enough to blitz droid platoons, easily evade blaster firebolts, react to lasers, and combat the likes of Asajj Ventress. Plo has tanked explosions and blunt force, with only damage to his mask being the real hindrance in combat. Plo was a gifted strategist, game planning during the Clone Wars and proving himself to be a formidable tactician. Plo carried a single lightsaber and utilized mostly the powerful style of Jim-So, the offensive-based method used by Jedi such as Anakin Skywalker. Plo can also exert strong force pushes, enhance his attributes with the Force pull, deflect blasts with the Force, has some precognition and electric judgment, which is the Jedi lightning attack. Now, on to Vision. Vision has been in the MCU since Age of Ultron. Born via android tech and an Infinity Stone, Vision possesses the mentality of an AI created by Tony Stark and has developed his own personality and feelings throughout the timeline. Vision is a powerhouse with several lethal abilities at his disposal. Vision has super strength that appears to rival some of the heaviest hitters. He can tear apart Ultrons, knock back Giant Man with a beach ball type attack, throw around Thanos minions even while injured, and toss around several tons of debris no issue. Speed-wise, he can react to multiple Ultrons at once, weaving through energy blasts while handing out Ls. He can fly as well, granting him more versatility and combative movement. He can take huge impacts, explosions, and survived after being impaled. He has a computer-like brain but sometimes suffers from the struggle of trying to be human even though he isn't. He can go intangible, increase his strength, fly, and fire powerful blasts of energy via the stone in his forehead. So, what are the advantages in this first matchup? Strength-wise, Vision has it by a large margin. Speed-wise, they're about the same. Durability-wise, I'm giving it to Vision. Intelligence goes to Plo, who has more battle experience. Skill-wise is also a nod to Plo, and hacks, abilities, and gear will go to Vision. Now, who wins? I think Vision wins this fight mid-diff. The reason is his intangibility will be a real bitch for Plo Koon to deal with. Although he moves on, I think Vision may very well get tagged a couple times by Plo Koon's master swordsplay, and Koon might even be able to cause some damage by attempting to use the Force to rip out the stone in Vision's head. Vision, however, I believe will move on to the finale. Next matchup is Kit Fisto vs. Iron Spider. Kit Fisto is a male Nautolan known for his big smile. Kit was a prosperous Jedi Master whose courage and character allowed him to hold a seat on the Jedi Council. Physically, he was more gifted than humans, as Kit displayed consistent gifts in agility and durability throughout his time. He was strong enough to hold his own and even press General Grievous, as well as combat droids with hands alone. He was a blur in battle, even tagging the many-armed Grievous, and would weave in and out of combat, avoiding blaster fire. He could take explosions, blunt force of an extreme degree, and press on with injuries from laser bolts. He was a smart, creative fighter, mixing in the Force with his unique take on Form 1 Shi-Cho. His movement was weird yet effective, even confusing the likes of General Grievous. He was also a talented martial artist. Kit has his lightsaber, force pushes, force pulls, amps to his physical gifts with the force, and some precog. Iron Spider is basically a pimped out version of Peter Parker. Gaining a new suit in the Infinity War movie, Parker has now amped his abilities even further with the tech. Strength-wise, he can lift several tons and can catch the swing of Black Dwarf. He can even affect Thanos with his blows and dent the arm of Winter Soldier. He is fast enough to casually avoid gunfire, evading debris and multiple inbound objects, and his agility is only enhanced by his Spidey sense. Iron Spider can also take bitch slaps from Thanos, who threw hands with and embarrassed the Hulk. He is a weird, creative fighter who adapts in combat using methods he has seen in the movies. He is a natural brawler but has no true skill set. He has Spidey Sense precog, Spider-enhanced physicals, his Iron Spider suit, including extra metal limbs, and his webbing. Now, advantages. Strength-wise, Iron Spider for sure. Speed-wise, I would probably call it a tie. Durability-wise, I give it a slight edge to Spidey. Intelligence-wise, Kit Fisto in combat has shown better feats of strategy and fighting smarts, so I'm giving it to him. Skill-wise, Kit Fisto by a large margin, and hacks, abilities, and gear, I believe they're tied. Now, who wins? I honestly see Kit Fisto fucking up Iron Spider. Kit is a beast and would have no trouble weaving through the spider webbing as Spidey attempts to blitz. In close combat, Iron Spider would get fucked up real quick, as Fisto's prowess with his lightsaber mixed in with the Force, giving him the defining edge in this one. He might get a couple cuts and bruises, but I see Fisto moving on. Now, the next fight will be between Ki-Adi-Mundi and Black Panther. Ki-Adi-Mundi was a big-headed humanoid motherfucker from the world of Syria. Due to his service in the time of war, including the Naboo Crisis, Mundi was a distinguished member of the Jedi Council, achieving the rank of Jedi Master. Strength-wise, Mundi was well above humans. He bodied multiple mercenaries in hand-to-hand combat, one-shotting even peak humans. He can also strike down droids and deal real damage. Mundi was quick with the blade, as his defense was likened to his shield due to how fast he spun his blade. Mundi could take blunt force trauma, laser blasts and explosions, and was unfazed from physical beatings. Mundi was a seasoned veteran, one of the most dangerous generals in the Republic. Mundi has his lightsaber and his balanced style of combat, his force augmentation, force pushes and pulls, and precog. Now, on the other side, T'Challa hails from the hidden country of Wakanda. A technologically advanced society, Black Panther serves as the protector, taking the heart-shaped herb and donning the suit of the Panther. Panther is strong enough to toss around Cap, with his strength rivaling Cap's and putting him above peak human and putting him in the several ton range. Panther can avoid detection and blitz the likes of Cap and Bucky, even making Hawkeye miss multiple times. He can take high impact due to his vibranium suit, with kinetic energy being released by the suit after buildup. Panther also has claws that slice through metal and adhesion, allowing him to run up surfaces. Panther is a tactical fighter, as well as he is well versed in combat strategy due to his role in his country. He will be bringing his suit, skill, and low metaphysicals to this battle. Now, advantages, strength-wise, Panther has an edge. Speed-wise, I think they're the same. Durability, I'm giving it to Panther. Intelligence-wise, I think it's a tie. Skill-wise, it's a tie, as the swordsmanship is negged by martial art mastery. Hacks, abilities, and gear, I give a slight edge to Mundi because of the Force. Now, who wins? Well, he won't come out looking pretty, but I do see Ki-Adi-Mundi moving on. My reasoning is his incredible speed with his blade, his use of the Force, and the fact that he will be able to toss Panther, avoid the kinetic release, and begin to rip through the weave of the suit, using the Force to help guide him down to strike true. For that, I think Mundi moves on. The next fight, second to last one of this round, is between Qui-Gon Jinn and Captain America. Qui-Gon Jinn is a Jedi Knight famous for discovering the Force Ghost process for Jedi. He was a tall, strong male, pushing back the likes of the Zabrak Darth Maul. Speed-wise, he had little issue contending with blaster fire and droids. He was durable enough to take explosions and physical beatings. Intelligence-wise, he was a sage known for his trust in the Force and his prowess as a duelist. Qui-Gon utilized a more grounded form of Ataru, using his strength and size to leverage against foes. He will come in with his lightsaber, force augmentation, and force pushes and pulls. Captain America is the leader of the Avengers and the symbol of courage since World War II. Strength-wise, he is a several tonner thanks to the super soldier serum and can total trucks with his blows and even affect Thanos. Speed-wise, he can react to blaster fire, handle a blitzing Spidey, and contend with dozens of aliens at once. Durability-wise, Cap can take a laser blast to the gut and keep fighting. He can take a punch from Thanos, a beating from Iron Man, and multiple blows from Bucky's metal arm. Intelligence-wise, Cap is the main strategist for the Avengers and adapts well in combat. He is a skilled martial artist, blending the likes of kickboxing and judo. He comes in with his indomitable willpower, super soldier abilities, twin skinny shields from Infinity War, and his skill as a combatant. Now advantages, strength-wise, Cap slightly. Speed-wise, I favor Cap by just a little bit. Durability-wise, edge to Cap for his toughness. Intelligence-wise, also Cap. Skill-wise, Cap. Hacks, abilities, and gear, I'm giving to Qui-Gon. Now, who wins? Well, this one's a little confusing because Cap takes several advantages, but besides durability, each category is close. What I think matters here is Jin will have the reaction speed to counter Cap's assault and will be able to deflect the vibranium gauntlets. The issue for Cap, which will lead to his loss, is the Force. Jin can knock him on his ass and close in, asserting himself to get the W. Now, I do see Cap landing multiple shots, and Jin is coming out of this fight pretty fucked up. So I don't know how much work he can put in after this, but I do think he comes out on top, barely. Now, last fight for round 1 will take place between Rey and Black Widow. Rey grew up a scrappy plunderer on a rundown planet. She was discovered and labeled the New Hope for Jedi, as her power in the Force is stated by Luke to be insane. She is a strong female, easily bodying stormtroopers and manhandling some of the Snoke's guards. She can evade blaster fire and contend with many guards at once, and keep up with Kylo Ren in swordplay. She can take blunt force and explosions, but isn't as tanky as others. She is a stubborn fighter and adapts well in combat. She's a natural user of bladed weapons, and her years staff fighting helped her grow as a duelist. She can lift several tons with the Force, can use Force augmentation, and is naturally athletic, as well as she has her lightsaber. Black Widow, aka Natasha Romanoff, was a former Russian spy, a member of S.H.I.E.L.D., and an Avenger. Strength-wise, Natasha bullies peak human males and even bested Hawkeye in hand-to-hand combat. She can easily avoid gunfire, is fast enough to blitz Bucky, and is a freak gymnast. Widow is as smart of a fighter in the MCU as it gets, as she can form plans and react instantly with her decades of elite training. She can take gunshot wounds and stabs and beatings and keep pressing on. She has her martial arts mastery, her Widow Bite blasters, which can slow down even Black Panther. She has shock pellets, a wire to choke a bitch, and twin pistols, as well as a shit ton of bullets. Advantages, strength-wise, slight edge to Rey. Speed-wise, I'm calling it a tie. Durability-wise, also a tie. Intelligence-wise, Widow has the bitch by a healthy margin. Skill-wise, Widow also takes it by a landslide. Hacks, abilities, and gear, I do slightly favor Rey's lightsaber and Force powers. Now, who wins? I'm going to be honest, Black Widow would bully the shit out of Rey. Yes, Rey has incredible Force potential and has lifted several tons of rubble easily. Still, her use of the Force in battle is limited and she needs time to truly focus. She won't have any fucking time against Widow. I could see Widow shorting out the lightsaber with her gadgets, disarming Rey, and putting Rey down with a bullet to the skull. Black Widow moves on. Now, there you go, people. So, Vision and Widow, for the bottom half of the Avenger team, move on to the finale. And on the Jedi side, Qui-Gon Jinn, although fucked up, is moving on, as well as Kit Fisto and Ki-Adi-Mundi. Rest in peace to Cap, Black Panther, Plo Koon, Rey, and Iron Spider. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. If you agree with my scenarios, as well as you got to remember this is MCU, not fucking comic books. But anyways, let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to making the next couple parts. Like, subscribe, comment, join my Discord. It's been your boy Sir Splash, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.